Okay, so yeah, I know I'm a bit late. Um, and here's why. On the actual 25th anniversary of Resident Evil, I was in the hospital sick, you know. So yeah, I wasn't able to actually do this. But I can do it now. My entire Resident Evil collection. Yeah, I've been a fan since day fucking one, man. My dad just bought a bunch of games. One of them was Resident Evil. I remember those commercials so well. I remember it was such a big deal. Somebody named George A. Romero was directing them. I know who that was or why that was a big deal, but I remember those commercials so well, man. And it's funny because the first Resident Evil game, the very first one, the very first zombie you see, I would always shout, "Darn the dead!" I don't, I don't know why. When really that first zombie looks like that clown from Scary Stories, or that person on the cover of Scary Stories telling the dark. It looks just like that. So yeah, yeah. So here we go. My Resident Evil collection. Let us start with my video games and collectibles. Well, collectible. On the 20th anniversary, I was sent Joe Valentine's Stars badge through Loot Crate. Yeah, and I love it, man. Jill, my favorite character is Jill, and I have her badge. That's awesome. So get down. I poured it out so easily. Getting it back in. Okay. Next up, we will start Resident Evil Director's Cut. That's where it began for me as a fan. Uh, Very first game. Yeah. And eventually, my dad would get the director's cut. I don't have that version of it. Obviously, it's the greatest hits. I don't. I know it's a whole thing with collectors. I don't care. A game's a game. It was cheaper and more available to me, so I got it. I do want the actual director's cut, the 2 disc one, but this will work. It works. This game, man. So many late nights in the dark, having to sit scared out of me with this one. Oh man. All right, the next one I have. Well, I have played Resident Evil 2 and 3 Nemesis. It actually do have Nemesis. It's on my PS3. I downloaded the PS1 game on my PS3. So, and then Resident Evil 2, I don't have a copy of the original. I got the remake as well as 3's remake on the PS4 and PS5. So that it's Code Veronica X, which I also have the port on PS4 and PS5. I'm actually replaying it on both the PS2 and the PS5, PS4, same save. But yeah, this game I one of the hardest games in the franchise. There was a point where I could just literally walk circles around that tyrant on the plane and just mess with him. I tried doing that now. Nope. I've seen people do it online. I don't know how they did it. I don't know how I did it back in the day, but yeah, my good Devil May Cry. You would think I would notice that. Yeah, no, I don't have the Devil May Cry bonus disc in here. Hmm. I know that's linked to Resident Evil. Yeah, this one. I love this game mostly. I can't stand the other dude you play. Don't tease me. Put he's at the back. Devil May Cry dude on the back of the game. Really? Okay. I cannot stand the other dude you play as. Not Chris, the other dude with the red hair with the thing on it. He's annoying as hell. Cannot stand him. Aside from that, this game is awesome. Very nice cameo from the Tremors monster in there. Alexia slash Nick Ashford. One of the weirdest, most intriguing characters of the whole franchise, man. Yeah. direct sequel to RE2 and 3, and this is where Claire Redfield became Claire fucking Redfield, not Chris's sister, you know. And I know now that Allison Court did the voice for Claire for all those games, you know, up until right before Revelations 2. Somebody else did it for that. And because of behind the scenes nonsense, she can't be Claire. So, but yeah, I love this game. One of the hardest games in the franchise, up there with RE0, which I have, the remake on PS4 and PS5. Alright, so this one, next one is Resident Evil Outbreak File number 2. I don't like Outbreak, like, at all. File number 2, it's okay. Not really into MMORPGs, that's what these tried to be. I feel like these were precursors to Resident Evil Reverse and that other one that came out with 3, the remake, which I didn't even touch. Not my thing, you know. This game is alright though. The campaign is alright. Next we have the very rarely talked about Wii remake. It exists. Resident Evil Archives, Resident Evil. It is basically a port of Director's Cut with fresh color paint, I believe. Although it looks like it's a port of the Resident Evil remake on GameCube. This first game I have on many consoles. You saw it on PS1 here on Wii. I got it on PS3. I got it on PC, which is a whole new one. Like, I love this first one a lot. It's my favorite one in the whole franchise. Resident Evil Revelations. Okay, so for the 20th anniversary, 3 games came out. Revelations, Resident Evil 6, and then Operation Raccoon City. I only have these 2 because I sold Operation Raccoon City because it was some bullshit. It was terrible. And I said something when I kept Resident Evil 6. But yeah, Revelations was, for me, a big return to what this franchise is. Survival horror. As in, this game is actually legitimately scary. Yeah. And Jill is the protagonist once again. It's different from the other ones, but it's still Resident Evil. And Resident Evil 6. Resident Evil 6 was a solid action game. Kind of a not all that good survival horror game. This is back when they were trying to compete with Call of Duty for whatever reason. You got nothing to worry about. Nazi zombies is nothing compared to Resident Evil, man. It's its own thing entirely. You saw Revelations. Here's Revelations 2. AKA the first time we got someone else's Claire. And, you know, I'll say it now. When I played RE2 Remake, I was in the mood like, fuck this new Claire, she's not my Claire. And I played it, and Stephanie Penicillo was a total badass. And she's awesome. And I know she's going to be Claire in that new animated TV series on Netflix. So yeah, win me over. And that is all my physical copies of... No, it's not. What the hell? I know I skipped over RE7. There it is. I was so hesitant with this one, man. They put it in first person, made its own thing entirely. With just references here and there to the other games. And then there's that one cameo at the end, which led to some DLC. But, I mean, this game turned out to be so fucking good. And so fucking scary. My goodness. I didn't play it with VR because I don't have one. That might change in a second, you know. But this game, man, Marguerite and Jack, man, I had so much fun playing RE7. So much fun. Then I skipped one. Resident Evil Deadly Silence, which once again is that first game purported for the DS. I played this one a lot. It's basically a port of director's cut. Actually, my DSI is right here. Let's see if it's actually in here. Look at that. What I tell you? There it is. Deadly Silence. Like I said, I love this first game, man. I have it on here too, so yeah, I love this first game. I'm actually on my second playthrough in the RE remake on the PS4, PS5. I got Chris. I'm already almost done somehow. That just started like maybe last week, week before. All right, now the movies, and let us start with the animated movies. Regeneration, which I've seen. I need to rewatch it, but I've seen Regeneration. Couldn't tell you much about it because I need to rewatch it, but I did watch this one. And of course, I have Damnation. With Ada on the cover right there. Ada and Leon. Something that almost looks like Mr. X. Something in those liquors. Okay. Yeah. And of course, this one I haven't seen. You can still the plastic on it. I'm gonna watch it. Resident Evil Vendetta. And this was the big return. I'm not blanking of Rebecca Chambers. I was so excited about that. Rebecca Chambers, Leon Kennedy, and Chris is in it too. Awesome. And that looks like William Birkin. I'm not sure if that's William Birkin, but that looks like him. I don't know who that girl with the short hair is in the corner. But yeah, I have a sleeve here. Yeah, I haven't got it. It's the plastic still on it. Alright, I couldn't hear a blow for this. Alright, I will absolutely defend this next movie. Okay? It hit the marks technically. It did. That's Resident Evil 2002. Maybe I got a soft spot for it because it came out at a time when I really needed it, you know. And it's linked to my dad and my cousin once again, so, you know. I love this first movie. I saw it in theaters, and I had such a good time, man. Great movie. Great movie. They are in a mansion. Technically, there are traps. There's a dog jump scare you can't avoid. It's there. I know they changed a whole lot, but it's there. And I read the George A. Romero script. It is basically the first game, with some changes. Obviously better than this, but still, I love this. This is the one good one out of the bunch. I will defend it any day. Now, this next one was my first disappointment with this franchise in theaters. Resident Evil Apocalypse. I saw this one in theaters as well, and I was loving the first part of it. I was losing my shit. That's awesome. I was losing. Is that Nemesis? Yeah, it is, because he's in the movie. Well, it says stars once. He's killed by Alice, who's not stars. Whatever. There's nothing back there. Oh, yeah, it is, kind of. Yeah, I saw it in theaters, man, and I remember when I first saw Jill, I was losing my shit. Like, I should have known it was her, like, because it's basically how it went in RE3. She walks in her apartment, you know, and you see her change clothes from her Stars outfit to the RE3 outfit. She put the boots on. I'm like, wait a minute. And you see her tied up, the sweater around her waist. I'm like, hold up. And you see, get a good look at her, and it's Jill, and I marked out so hard in that theater. My brother was looking at me like, whatever, it's Jill, I don't care. And she was such a badass in that movie until Alice showed up in that church scene, whatever. But yeah, And then here's the first entry I just didn't even like. I saw this in theaters as well. Resident Evil Extinction. I didn't like it, so much so that it went over my head that can you even see him in the back here? You can't really see him. That Lyndon Ashby is in this. Johnny Cage in that first Mortal Kombat movie is in this. So it's just like a reunion between him and Paul W.S. Anderson, and I didn't even care because I hate this movie. And I just realized it isn't plastic because I hate this movie. Like I did nothing redeeming about it, man. Well, not true. Spencer Locke is Kmart, so he's pretty cool. Other than that, I hate this movie. This next one, make sure that's the right one. Nope. Okay. This next one is well, I like that they brought back some characters from the past movies, and they finally give us Barry Burton and who they think is Leon. If you can kind of see him there. I actually made a joke when I first saw Leon in this. I said, "Who the hell is underwear model supposed to be Leon?" I didn't know dude is actually an underwear model, man. It was a joke I made to myself. I had no idea. But yes, this one gives us Leon and Barry, and then it kills them both, which is funny because that was the driving point for me to get into Operation Raccoon City. Like, you can kill Leon. That's interesting, but it wasn't at all. This I was it was one giant fight scene, barely any zombies. Great seeing Michelle Rodriguez, great seeing one, but I can't at all buy that Michelle Rodriguez can't hold a gun. She can't just know how to. That's what she does with her free time. She's legit. She's an actual badass. I can't buy that. She can't handle a gun. I just no. Evil Rain was cool though. I'll say that. This next one is a steelbook that I didn't open because I had the DVD, but then I was sent this, so I said I don't need the DVD. And this next one I kind of like. Afterlife. Alright. The Return of Jill. Albeit Blind Joe from RE5 makes no sense, but she's in there. Okay, and you got Chris Redfield in this, and he's Wentworth Miller of all people. I like Wentworth Miller. He's a great actor. He's no Chris though. And even he thought this was a joke when they pitched it to him, because it's basically Prison Break, but with zombies and Resident Evil characters. That's it. I still like it though. I don't love it, but I like it. And oh, we're back. Okay, fine. Now I heard before I even saw this one that it was a middle finger to us fans who had been watching this franchise for 20 years at this point. Resident Evil: The Final Chapter, and it absolutely was a middle finger to us fans. My goodness, if they weren't rebooting it, I would have called it with this film franchise, man. I was like, you son of a bitch, that is a middle finger. What the hell? Like, no. Like, my goodness. Finish the fight. Okay. And I bought this because I didn't get to see it in theaters. I only saw the first 3 in theaters, so yeah. All I can really say is this one is a middle finger to the fans. That's what it is. 20 years, man. 20 years. And that does it for my Resident Evil collection. It's not the biggest Resident Evil collection, but it's the Resident Evil collection. Love this franchise. I've already pre-ordered 8. I already played the maiden demo. I already played the second demo. Uploading soon. I just love this franchise so much, man. I really do. 25. Damn, I feel old. 25 years.